Hi everyone, I have really missed making YouTube videos. It's great to be doing it again. I've got quite a lot of footage, I've got quite a few projects in the works. In this particular video, we're going to make this cabinet. This is a bit of an upgrade for this bathroom. Formerly there was an alcove in there with 3 glass shelves. So storage space was limited for these guys. They wanted something that would give them more storage. We've built a 7-drawer cabinet. The drawer fronts are from a piece of solid cherry, and the board was resawn down the middle, so that we have that sort of matching grain across the drawer fronts, and it's one board from top to bottom, so we have continuous grain matching all the way down. Okay, so the first thing I did was to make a fully dimensioned diagram in Fusion 360. The carcass is made of 18mm plywood with some, just a box with some central reinforcement for the extra drawers. There are 7 drawers and they're all made from 12mm plywood. The drawers are a very simple design, just rabbets or dados into the plywood, just to give it a structure to hold the drawers together. Once the design is done, the next step is to go to the store, pick up some plywood and start to break it down. Here on the floor, I just break down the plywood using the track saw, and then once that's done, sort of take it down into the smaller and smaller pieces for the drawers. There are so many identical pieces, I was very keen to have just as much repeatability as possible during this project, so things would come out very quickly. The dados were cut using a dado blade. That's really a specific adjustable type of blade that's for my machine. Here I'm just cutting the edges for the drawer sides, I think, the drawer fronts rather. And then the recess across the bottom for the drawer bases. Assembling the drawers is pretty simple. Here you get a very quick and good view of the dados or the rabbets that have been cut. So you just really join them all together. And then with some glue on the side joints and a few nails at the front and the back, you get a very strong drawer. Here I'm using tight bond and some 50mm brads. The customer wanted to have the front of the cabinet free of any knobs or grips, so we're using push to open slides. Then once all that's done, we can assemble the carcass of the cabinet. It's just 3 screws, top and bottom, and the central supporting area. Quick check for square diagonally, and as I recall it was within 0.5 mm of bang on, and then it's really just a matter of putting the corresponding slides on the drawers and fitting them in. And this is a view of all the drawers in their place, ready to install. So moving on to drawer fronts, each drawer front was cut into 3 pieces along the grain before being resawn in half. This was done to avoid cupping. I did a test cut when I started making the drawer fronts, and there was some internal tension in the board. So it came out of the bandsaw cupped or curved. To minimise wasted timber and time, it's best to cut the boards into smaller pieces and glue them up after they have been planed to identical dimensions. I like to use a damp cloth to clean up any excess glue that gets squeezed out as the boards are clamped. Of course, you don't have to, but it saves time in cleaning up later. After a glue up, I like to use a card scraper to remove any squeeze out that the rag didn't collect, such as that where the clamps are sitting underneath. Then I run the boards over the jointer just to take off a very, very fine amount of timber. Then I like to use a hand plane to remove the tool marks left behind by the machine. This gives a really nice finish before sanding and the final finish is applied. So then it's really just final installation. The box goes into the alcove, the drawers go into the box, the drawer fronts go into the drawers. I just glued them on. There was no screws or nails used, just glue and gravity and time. Then the last thing I did was just finish the drawer fronts in situ with a clear varnish. I tested a few different finishes. I wanted one that really didn't change the color or darken the cherry too much. So I tested a bunch and chose one that really made the wood look as though it was almost uncoated or unfinished at all. That was it. Well, that was it for this project and this build. As I said at the start, I've got some footage saved up from over the summer, so there'll be lots more to follow. I've also got a lot more sort of cabinet making projects coming up. More storage, more drawers, more inbuilt storage units really. So lots to look forward to. I'm going to try and keep the channel a bit more alive going forward. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you all soon.